Welcome to the Journey to Home Ownership series with Golden State Finance Authority. My name is Carolyn Sunseri, and I'm your host today. And in this episode, we are sitting down with Mary Bunn, a legal assistant and proud mother to an 18-year-old son. In 2018, she was living in Magalia, California, when the devastating Camp Fire broke out in Butte County. That fire became the deadliest and most destructive in California's history. Today, she's here with me as a recent recipient of homebuyer assistance through the Recover California Homebuyer Assistance Program, managed by Golden State Finance Authority. We are excited to share how this program has helped her and her son transition from renters to homeowners and relocate to a safer area outside high fire zones.
Hi, my name is Mary Bunn, and I'm sitting here in my beautiful living room of the home I just purchased from the Recover California program with their generous assistance, originally from Southern California, the Temecula area. And I moved to Magalia, a small town in Northern California, in about 2014. And I've lived there until just about 6 months ago, till September of 2024. And now I live in Chico, California.
You were living near Paradise, California, when the Camp Fire happened in 2018. What was that like for you and your family?
Oh, gosh. Well, it disrupted our lives in an immeasurable way. The evacuation and the fear and the destruction of that fire is something, it still gives me chills to this day of how awful that was, being separated from my son for a time. You send him off to school in the morning, and by the time, mid-morning, the school is burned to the ground. So we did get out of there okay, and we were really fortunate in that the home that we were renting did survive. So we did have a home to go back to, which I am very thankful for. But going back to town after that for quite a long period of time, there were no services. It was under a boil water advisory. The schools were completely shut down. There were no churches, no medical. I continued having my employment. Now, of course, my employment was disrupted too after the fire. My boss's office burned down and his house burned down. And so, luckily, a few months after the fire, he did pick back up again, but it was in Chico. So I had a 40-minute commute every day, which I've done for many, many years since the fire. So that's another reason I was so thankful to move to Chico.
Really sad. There were so many people that actually lost their homes.
Oh, all my friends.
The entire community was affected by this event.
Mm-hmm.
And as you mentioned, it was long-standing effects. So what is it like for you to have been offered homebuyer assistance to help you purchase a home, become a first-time homebuyer, but also in an area that wasn't considered a high or very high fire zone area anymore?
Miraculous. Frankly, I had been trying for so long to buy a home. I didn't want to continue to live there. Our community was gone. Our friends that we had, lived there for so long and built relationships were all gone, burned out of town. It was just really hard living like that. And I had been trying. I had been working on my credit for so many years. I had improved it. I had made great balance with that. I think it was perfect timing for my little family to make the move and get myself closer to opportunities for myself, but also open up a world of new opportunities for him at this really fragile age, just barely entering adulthood. So yeah, it's been really life-changing. There's no words.
And this program was able to allow you to purchase a home at a mortgage loan or a monthly payment that you can afford, but also to give you homebuyer assistance to be able to afford the prices of homes today.
Absolutely. And that was the problem I was running into, that even though I had worked so diligently for so many years and had got a great credit score, the amount of a mortgage that I qualified for, only about a little less than $200,000, it wasn't going to buy me anything that was going to really be sustainable. It was going to be something that needed a new roof in a year or needed some substantial remodeling done to it, and was still up there in Magalia and in Paradise and not even out of the fire danger area. So it just didn't make sense to me. And I really started digging into these first-time homebuyer programs. And I did miss out on a couple of them. But then this one came around and it was just fit like a glove. It was such a perfect fit for me and my family.
So this program provides homebuyer assistance to families to help them buy outside of high fire zone areas. But that homebuyer assistance piece is actually forgiven after 5 years. And what that means is that you're actually building equity while you're in this home.
It crosses my mind pretty much every single day when I get up, and I just tell myself I'm so happy. There's never been a period of my life when I've been as happy, and it comes from that sense of financial stability. Let's just keep it real. That really is what it comes from, where I can, even though I am still pretty paycheck to paycheck, it's actually building something for me and for my son. And at the end of this 5 years, I'm going to have something real big to show for it. And I'm so thankful for that. And I'll sing this program's praises till the day that I die. It's a generational wealth program, really, because we were never going to own a home, but now it's setting my son up for success. He has access to higher education that he wouldn't have had otherwise. And it's really just such a catapult for us, and that comes from financial stability. And financial security. That's a feeling that you only get from that. And I've never known it until now. Everything is brand new. It's not a home I'm going to have to put a new roof on in a year. It's something that I can be very stable. It's very low maintenance. It's just gorgeous. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, about 1,600 square feet. So decent size, definitely bigger than our rental. I don't think my heart has ever been so full as when it actually felt real. That I was actually going to be able to do it. And I was actually going to have a home that I owned, that I could be so proud of. Yeah, it was a beautiful day. It really was.
Is there anything else that you might like to share with other people who have been living or were impacted by areas that were high fire during these past wildfires in California?
Keep an eye out. Join the mailing list and keep an eye out for when the new funding comes. And when it does, get your application in and get hooked up with a lender. Take those steps.
Mary, thank you for being here today and sharing your incredible journey to homeownership. Your determination is truly motivating. Well, that wraps up today's episode of the Journey to Home Ownership with Golden State Finance Authority. If you or someone you know is thinking about buying a home, be sure to explore the down payment assistance programs from Golden State Finance Authority and see if they can help you too unlock that dream. Visit us at gsfahome.org or give us a call toll-free at 855-740-8422 to learn more. Together, we can help you take the next steps towards a brighter, safer future. And be sure to follow us on YouTube for more inspiring stories of individuals and families making their homeownership dreams come true. Take care.